Good morning, guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Basement edition.
Yep.
The storm is here.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah, we got a lot of icy rain.
Yeah.
But it's nice and cozy in the basement.
It is. It's nice and cozy in here. Yesterday we actually got the call. Dun dun dun. Kids are home from school again.
Yep.
So we actually had Serenity spend the night again last night because, why not? The kids had another day off of school. But yeah, it's been crazy around here. Lots of kids cooped up in the basement, playing games, running around like a muck, doing the thing.
It's been pretty good, It's been nice and cozy in here.
Yeah.
Been able to kick back and relax and whatnot.
I'm surprised, but not surprised. Like, I'm so happy that the basement holds its temperature the way that it does, because to be honest with you, all we have is that electric fireplace. And then we have these two electric fan heaters, and we pretty much use one all the time back here in our bedroom. And then only at nighttime do we turn on the second one. But the basement stays nice and cozy. Nice and cozy.
A lot of it is just the fact that we're in ground.
Yeah.
If we had, say, walls all the way around and it was insulated, then we would be having to deal with, the elements outside and the thermal bridge of what it is, where the ground itself, it only freezes the first little bit of it,
Yeah,
but once you get 16 inches down,
I was going to say the frost line is pretty...
It's pretty low.
Yeah.
So it holds its temperature pretty good for what it is,
Yeah.
It's a constant 56 degrees on the walls.
Yeah, it's nice in here. I mean, it does get warm in the summer a little bit in the front area. It's cooler back here. And then in the summertime, right? And then in the winter, back here is a little bit, still a little bit cooler, but it gets toasty warm with just that little heater. So
yeah, makes it pretty nice.
It does. It's pretty good. So this week, guys, we have this big storm that we're looking at. We were looking at the weather, and it's pretty much going to be nasty until Thursday. However, if the kids end up going back to school tomorrow and the rain is only like sprinkling, I think Gary and I are, itching to get outside and get some work done. We're both kind of like at this point. So we might work in the rain.
Yeah, we might end up working in the rain. And there's a couple of things that I've got on my mind that we can do. But yeah, there's only so much we can do out of the rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to tough it up, Buttercup, and get out there.
I got a parka, and I mean, we have black trash bags. We can always...
I bought myself a raincoat. I'm good.
Yeah. I was just trying to joke from the first year or whatever that we were here.
I know.
We used the black
Trust
trash
me.
bags.
Hey, that worked for a little bit, but man, that torrential downpour that we were dealing with was not...
Oh, yeah, I just gave up. I was like, I'm just going to be wet.
Mm-hmm.
Some of you guys remember that. Some of you don't. What I'm talking about is when Gary and I were doing the French drains for around the basement before we were living in here and we were doing all that stuff. We had Uber over here. David had lent us Uber, and we had to get it back to him pretty quickly because he had some other projects that he needed to work on.
No.
And the timing of things, we had like deliveries coming and like we needed to get this done. We could not let the rain stop us.
Yeah.
So that particular day, we knew that there was going to be rain, but sometimes out here it'll say, oh, you're going to get a lot of rain, and then it'll just mist. And so you make arrangements, not to do stuff because you're like, oh, it's going to be downpouring, when really it's just misting the whole time. So, and then other times it's vice versa, where you think it's going to be misting and you get a downpour. Yeah. Anyway, I'm long-winded, but so we go outside and we start doing the French drain, get it all done around and everything. And as we're doing it, I'm moving the rocks. Gary's working on Uber. And then all of a sudden, thunder, lightning, downpour. Like, I'm talking, somebody took the fire hose and was just going. And it happened so quick. And we were right in the middle of it. And we were like, you know what? Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. And I had just given up. I was wearing some basketball shorts and like my rain jacket. And Gary was up on Uber with like the trash bag and like an umbrella. And we just kept going for it. And I was completely like, I jumped in the pool, like could wring out my hair. And
that was a pretty wet one.
It was wet. Yeah.
Not going to lie on that one.
Yeah.
But
We got it done, though.
We got it done.
Got it done. Yeah, and the time,
Exactly.
the schedule, so we're not afraid of working in the rain. It just depends on what we're doing at that particular time. Like, you don't want to put up a bunch of soaking wet materials and like trap moisture between stuff.
That's a no-go.
That's the only thing that we're
not
kind
only
of
that,
like.
But also power tools. Like, that's
right.
It's a pretty sketchy one, And then,
there's
even
that too,
even with battery ones, that's a really good way to fry a smart system that works off of a battery.
Yeah.
Like,
but luckily Thursday looks like it's going to be in the 50s, bright and sunshiny, blue skies. And as soon as this bout of rain takes off, we should start being in the 50s again, like pretty consistently.
It's supposed to hit 50s tomorrow, or close to.
Yeah,
close to
49. Something like that.
So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm hoping it doesn't rain as much as what they're saying.
Yeah.
So we can do a lot, but we're sort of
gonna make the best of it.
Hoping.
We are gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna do some recording for you guys today, guys. And it's gonna come out tomorrow. I will say we're gonna just pretty much be in the basement. You guys can watch our rainy day vlogs. I'm probably gonna do a lot of cooking on there. Because there's not a whole lot of other stuff for me to do unless you guys want to watch me fold laundry and do dishes and stuff, which maybe I'll bring you along for that. I don't know. We just, it's kind of hard to vlog, when you don't really have a whole lot going on at the moment. And, we like to keep it real. I'm not going to make up some BS just to make a video. So maybe I will. Maybe I'll just have you guys see a legit day in the life. I'll strap a GoPro to me. Time lapse the whole thing. You guys can see how much I run around and I don't know. I have no idea. Suggestions, definitely drop them down in the comment section. After the live stream yesterday, I want to thank you guys so much for all of the love and support that you guys gave me during the live stream. I still haven't gone to the comment section. I'm probably just going to take a hiatus from the comment section for a little while. If it's important, send me an email, SimpleLifeReclaimed@gmail.com. I will still check that.
Yep.
But I got a bunch of phone calls from the Fram Bam and a bunch of text messages. And then you guys in the comment section during that live really helped to pick my spirits up, which is, I'm feeling much better today. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, guys.
I ended up kind of getting out of my funk a little bit and I tried something new that I haven't done. So I was baking and I made some strawberry cheese danishes. Now, I've made them before when I was like really younger, but I cheated. And I used the prepackaged stuff. Like you can get like the prepackaged dough and you can get the prepackaged fillings and everything. And so I assembled it. I didn't really make it. I was assembling it. This time I made everything from scratch and it turned out really good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. Gary's been begging for me to work on strawberry or raspberry filled donuts. And I haven't yet. For a bunch of million of excuses on why. Maybe I'll work on some of that today. But I'm also down to try some other suggestions or whatever you guys want to see us do that we can do inside.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's just going to be a crapshoot of whatever we do. And I'll bring you along for tomorrow. So.
I do have an idea of what we can do here and there, if
Okay.
we're not outside.
Yeah, because we're not and we can't go and buy materials right now. There's a couple things that I would like to do here inside the basement. Like where the cardboard is, I would like to make the little door there, but
I will get the measurements for that guy and I'll figure it out for that.
It's just a materials thing. We don't have any of that stuff on hand to go and
Well,
make
I didn't want to.
right
I didn't want to close it up to have to break into it again, type thing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe make a door.
No, I'm going to.
But
I've got a whole idea for that one.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Whole idea for that one. So
I'm sure you do.
But
I'm not trying to nag. I'm just trying to think of things that we can do inside the basement.
I know.
With the materials we have on hand and things that need to be done, Yeah. That's
there's always stuff to do inside per se.
Well, the basement's pretty
I don't like breaking into the roof per se. Because it's always a mess.
Yeah.
It's always a mess.
Yeah, then we get fiberglass everywhere and
so
yeah.
There's only a few things down here that I want to really hit per se. But upstairs there's some stuff that we can do in a sense, and
you talked
to me about
stuff
that. On that, yes. So there's certain things that we do have down the pipe. I don't want to spill them all right now, but
yeah, he did talk to me about something. Maybe we'll work on that. And it is upstairs in the cabin, so you guys might be excited for that.
There's some things going on up in my brain.
Can I spill a little bit of beans without like the whole pot?
You can do that.
Okay.
I guess.
Here's a little bit of beans. Here's a little bit of beans because I just can't help myself, and I just love you guys. Here's a little bit of beans. So what we want to do upstairs is with the materials that we already have on stock. And it's to give you guys a clearer picture of what's going on up there.
Yeah. Per se.
Per se.
Per se.
Per se.
So it should be pretty good. I'm excited about that aspect of it.
Me too. I am too.
It'll give us all an idea of exactly what's going on and how it's going to go and what I need to do from there.
Yep.
You know, and it's just the first step too many, you know.
Oh, we have a lot to do upstairs. We still got to do the insulation, all the electrical, all the plumbing, and that's stuff that we have to do. Like in the floor joist area, we're going to have to rip off our paper ceiling that we have right now and pull down some of that insulation. And then like
why I'm waiting a little bit on that one and rather work on the roofs first.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
no, I'm with you.
It's if I get the roof completely done, and then we can tear into this, I'm hoping it won't be like cold outside anymore to where I have to worry about the insulation, you know, and everything. I can pull all the insulation down from the ceiling area and start working on a lot of other stuff that we need to do.
The only thing is that the heat's going to come.
No, I know. So that's where I'm saying, like, there is that time frame.
There is a time frame.
There is a time frame when it starts to shift.
It's like March to May.
That time frame is where I'm looking at, like, okay, I want to get all the AC ducts done. I want to get all the plumbing done, and I want to get all the electrical done to a point where I can start closing in this roof from the basement down. You see what I'm saying? To where at that point, then all the electrical can be done up at the top. Once that's all done, then we can insulate everything.
Yeah.
And then once everything's insulated, then we can start working on the stairwell.
So the thing is like with the ice and water shields, we have 120 days?
120 days. So the biggest thing right now is roof.
That's 4 months. And we did it in January. So January, February, March, April. It needs to be done by the end of April.
Correct.
So we have...
Per the exposure rating.
Per the exposure rating for the ice and water shield. So we have to have the deck in the back that we're already working on. We have to have that roof area done and ice and water shielded. We have to have the mud room done and ice and water shielded. And then, which I know we will, but we have to have those areas done and then we can do the metal on top of that.
Correct.
So there's all these other things that we need to do on the in-between. We're trying to delegate and we're trying to budget, guys. That's a big thing, is that when we moved out here, we had like X amount of dollars from selling our house and selling all of our things. And yes, we do earn money on YouTube. But it's not like anything crazy. It's like a regular job, right? So we have to have everything on a budget to continue to do this debt-free like our whole plan is. And when we moved out here, it was 2020 and the economy was in a night and day difference to what it is now. And so like doing budgeting and stuff like that kind of got thrown all out of whack. I would say mostly like last year, or even like right when we started doing the block work and stuff, we started realizing, holy moly, things are going to be a lot different than what we had expected.
Yeah, we had a lot of other things going on too, just other than the build. So we had a lot of things that we had to shell out for, and it was it's a little bit more than we were anticipating, but at the same time, it was the economics itself is that killed us a lot. Yeah,
I mean, we had to do the wells and the roads, and then the clearing of this and everything. Everything costs, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like, if we could go faster on some things, we would, but we can only go as fast as we can go. Now, that's not saying that we're going to be hitting a standstill or anything, but sometimes, I know y'all get it, but some people really don't get it. Ice and water shield that we did house upstairs, to make that video, like, cost us, like, thousands of dollars because of the products that we used in it. Not griping and complaining. It's our stuff. It's our home. I want it. But what I'm saying is that, like, you look at that and you look at the work that was done in that, and we only have a budget for how much materials we could buy for the month. We only have a budget for how much we can do for that month.
Because I don't want to buy too much and then having it sit there
and rot
away while I'm, working to get to that material. Right now we have material here on hand.
Yes.
That we can use.
Yes.
So we need to use up the material that we have here on hand to as far as we possibly can.
Yeah.
To where it's like, okay, now we need to go get X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
And go get more materials.
And I think we're doing it like the way that anybody else would do it that is a not independently wealthy, type of person. Just a regular person trying to make it happen. And that's what we are. And, we're not going to be anything else because we can't, because we're not
The only other way that we could have done it, right, is to literally contact a contractor and sign our lives away on a dotted line. And, it would have cost us a tremendous amount.
Either have them build it for us, or
correct. That's what I'm saying. Like,
get a loan from the bank for like a large lump sum. But we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to do our house with any kind of loans or anything. We're doing it pay as you go. And I am, for one, extremely happy with the way that it's going. I'm extremely happy with the progress. I mean, at this point in our build, if we stopped today, there's nobody knocking on our door saying, hey, in my hand. Everything that we have is ours.
No.
I will say though, this is actually, so we're debt free, 100%. Cars, all the buildings, everything. No credit cards, no student loans, nothing. The only thing that we do have is the land payment.
No.
So when we were following Dave Ramsey, the financial freedom and stuff, very big fans of that. If you guys don't know what that is, that's what got us to be in the position that we're in. Lots of struggle, rice and beans. Let me tell you what, we still live like that. But one of his things is he doesn't consider your mortgage as being in debt. No. I know it's kind of weird because it's like your largest debt that you'll ever have. But he doesn't consider your mortgage as being in debt. And so because of that mindset, and you'd have to read and follow, I don't want to go into all the details of it, but if you were to look into it, and that's why we don't consider like our land payment as like, being in debt.
Well, land is the number one, commodity that no matter what is more so an investment.
It is. It's an investment.
It's you buy a car, as soon as you drive off the lot, immediately you lose, a third of it. Like, so I mean,
that's why I've never bought a brand new car in my life. I've never bought a brand new car.
So there's always, this or that, but land is always looked upon as equity, whether or not you lost money on it by buying it, but that's still, sometimes it happens, but and a lot of times you can always work around with it, in a sense, but
we didn't want to get any kind of construction loans.
No.
We wanted to come out here and do it completely off of, whatever we earned off of selling our house in Arizona and then selling all of our possessions, vehicles, furniture, clothing. Like, I mean, if it wasn't nailed down, we sold it. No. And, just take the leap of faith.
No.
And it took a lot of prayer, a lot of courage, I think, to do that, because we had worked up to a certain point in our lives, and had gotten to where we were in Arizona, and it was a comfortable place, but we knew that there was something better, something more. There was just that drive, and we knew that like in Arizona, where we were at that time, there was no gaining more land. We had a 1 acre parcel. There was no way that we could like get more land to do anything off
unless
of.
Buying 1 acre at a time, and it was
so expensive for 1 acre out there. They wanted like $40,000 for the acre that was like right next to us. And we're like,
there's no way.
There's no way. $40,000. That's a lot of money. So we just knew that we weren't going to be able to expand. Plus they had restrictions because it was like an LOA where we were at. We would have to go through all this permitting if we wanted to add onto our house or add any other additional structures. And there was just a lot to it.
No.
And so, the rest is YouTube history. We decided to take this leap of faith and go for it.
We had the dream of, when you think of like a white picket fence per se, we didn't have a white picket fence, but I mean, like we had that, that dream. We had we owned the house and everything like that. We were paying mortgage on it, we were in debt like how everybody else wants it to be, you know.
Couple of credit cards, couple of car payments, you had student loans,
everything else, working my butt off, you know, to not really spend the time at my house. So no, it's pretty nice that we're able to do that, and I will always be grateful and thankful for, you know, us doing what we're doing, and for everybody else for watching, because it makes it to where it's so.
Yeah. No.
And
I agree.
It's one of those things to me that it's mind-boggling, because we never, you know, really thought that YouTube was going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I personally was willing and ready, you know, as soon as I hit that dollar point in our bank account, I'm going to go get a job. You know?
Yeah, so that was our initial plan. Like, it was always, oh, Mel, you can have your little YouTube hobby, you know, like, oh, it keeps you satisfied and happy. Oh, you're, you know.
And it turned into something.
And it did turn into something.
Where I was like,
listen,
babe, you're doing amazing. Keep on doing what you're doing, all right?
And yes, I will take the credit and, like, happiness and pride in that and everything. But honestly, it's the community and you guys. Now, I'm not sure exactly what it is that, like, attracts you guys to us, but I think that it's authenticity. And I think it's the fact that we're not afraid to take those risks. And hopefully, what I'm hoping is that it somehow encourages you guys to have an uplifting time in your life. If there's anything that I can get out of this YouTube channel, it's given me an amazing group of friends. Like, all of our family that we know in person. I haven't met anyone outside of this platform. So it's given me that sense of community. You guys on the other side of the screen, sometimes often on the other side of the world, also give me that sense of community. And I hear you when you guys say that we give that back to you. Entertainment, education, community. I mean, those are all the things that we give to you. And I'm so proud that we are able to do that and provide that in your life. I want to touch on one thing, because yesterday I was, as you guys know that watched the live stream, I was having a really hard time. And I know that a lot of you guys are alone, and you feel alone, and you feel like it's really hard for everyone right now in this particular moment of time. If you just do like a check-in on your friends and on your family, a lot of times people will tell you, oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. And that's the typical answer. Oh, everything's good. But then when you start digging a little bit, everyone's not good. Everyone's not fine. Everything's, you know, like, people have all these things. And I think that as humans, we are meant to share each other's burdens. And you guys, whether you know it or not, you guys share my burden. I get to share mine with you. And I hope that you guys feel that you could share yours with me. And also in the comment section, the whole community building thing, I want you guys to lean on each other. I want you guys to continue to build that community, because that's what we're here for, guys. As like a human race, we're here to love each other. Then it goes back to something that I had seen like a long time ago. Like, this world is so full of nastiness, and people are so quick to jump on each other, especially on the internet. Let me tell you what. And the saying goes something like this. If someone can love or if someone can hate a complete stranger for no reason at all, then why can't we love? And it's as easy as that. So if you can hate a complete stranger for no reason, or for one tiny little imperfection, why can't you love them? Like, look for the good things in people and the people around you. And I promise you that if we just, like, guys, if we hold on to that and we keep trying to spread that, I want to be that vessel.
Yeah. And
I hope that you guys I'm squirreling around, but I hope that you guys know what I mean. And I hope that you guys take that to heart and know that you are important. Yes. And that you matter, and that whether you're alone, whether you have a whole surrounding of people around you, but you still feel alone, you're not alone. And that, you know, God loves you, and that we love you, and that you have a purpose and you matter.
Yes.
So I felt that within myself, that I needed to share that message with you guys today. Because it's been brewing. It's been brewing. And I just felt like I needed to share that. Okay. So anyways, sorry, Gary. Gary's just sitting here like,
you're good, baby.
I went on one.
You're good.
Anyways, I rambled here. We've both been rambling here for a while. If you guys have any questions, or if you guys want to know anything about us, I think maybe tomorrow, since again, we're having kind of rainy days. There's not much like life updates to like update with you guys or like build updates or anything. I'm going to vlog today. You guys will see that on Simple Life tomorrow. Drop down in the comment section today anything that you guys would like to know about us. I did a couple of days ago see somebody was asking to hear about mine and yours origin story, like how we met and everything. So Gary starts laughing. It's we will go over.
Do you want the truth, or do you want the
I want the truth.
iced down version?
What do we want to get? No, we'll tell you guys the truth. And we'll get you guys on board with that. But if there's any questions that you guys want to know, whether it's about us personally, about things about our journey, we are an open book, and I am so excited to have you guys get to know us a little bit more. And I'm happy to share with you guys. So drop it down in the comment section. New Real Talk with SLR tomorrow, hopefully showcasing some of your guys' stuff and doing a little bit of story time.
Yeah.
Because that'd be fun. Gary's all fun, she says. Fun, she says.
Can't get in trouble here, all right?
It is what it is. It's life, right? So anyhow, we love you guys, and you know the drill. Until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.